done this to this scale.
When you get an incident this large, it's a whole new dynamic.
First tonight, training for an event they hope never happens in West Michigan. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Janice Allen.
And I'm Josh Berry. Tonight, a large-scale exercise brought together teams from all around the area to Holland. Our Matt Whitgos was there and has more on the lessons learned.
First responders going through an exercise of a mass casualty event here on Windmill Island. As you can see, multiple first responders here going through the motions to understand exactly what they would need to do if this was to ever happen here in West Michigan. First responders coming to a simulated scene Wednesday. They hope never happens in real life.
What we did here today is a simulation for our mass casualty incident, or MCI, protocol.
Holland Police and Fire, along with multiple EMS service and hospitals, training to what to do if this was to happen.
When you're inundated with that many screams and that much yelling, it's really just trying to prioritize.
The backdrop of the training, the front gate of Windmill Island, which was closed down to the public. Wednesday's scenario, crews responding to a driver who, for unknown reason, drove their truck into a crowd of people.
There were like 7 critical patients, a couple fatalities, and then 10 or so minor injuries, moderate to minor injuries.
These first responders use their previous training on how to handle victims in this case.
Every time you accomplish a task, you're looking for the next one.
Holland Police Sergeant Caleb Dulock, one of the many first to the scene.
Just try to prioritize what's most important at this very moment and do that.
Rich Shapanik with the Ottawa County Medical Control Board Authority is one of the many there guiding people like Dulock on how to respond best.
If the responders had missed something, or if they forgot something, these guys could say, what about this? And just kind of give them a reminder.
Shapanik says this training comes after an event where a man intentionally drove his SUV into a Christmas parade in Wisconsin back in 2021.
We're trying to simulate the injuries, and our actors really put their all into this. And these are things that you're going to see.
Dulock says he's looking forward to more exercise like this one.
The entire police department as a whole should work more closely with the fire department to practice incident command and unified command, because they have a lot of knowledge in their discipline. We have a lot of knowledge in ours, and to come together and work together.
Officials say after this training, they say they plan on doing it again next year and the following year. Reporting in Ottawa County, I'm Matt Whitgos, Fox 17 News.
And while crews do their training, the National Safety Council says there are things you should keep in mind for if you ever happen to find yourself in a mass casualty situation at home or in public. They say, first of all, if you can, leave the area immediately. Call 911 and tell operators as much as you can about what you saw or happen to know, and to follow directions from those in positions of authority, like police and military personnel.
If something happens at work or school, they say to follow existing evacuation guidelines, but add that temporary shelter may be needed to avoid immediate danger. They say to follow directions from your authority figures then. And if you're able, to help others who are hurt or need assistance to leave the area. We have more information on these tips, including what to expect at hospitals after the event, at fox17online.com.